Welcome back, everyone, to Storm King's Thunder, brought to you from LA, sponsored by Los Angeles, California.
What up?
We have some Khajiits with us.
I apologize for all the craziness. It's really cold. I don't understand it. What's up with that, Austin?
The fact that it's cold, you're on the west side. You're by the beach, bro.
Yeah, Austin. Why is it so cold? God.
Canada back.
Like, everyone's always lied to me my whole life. They're like, LA's got the greatest weather. It's so nice. And I literally showed up and it was cold, overcast, and raining. I was like, what? This is the weirdest.
This is like the one
Took the
time.
rain from the UK.
Yeah, I
Just
thought it never
England.
rained in California.
Just showed up in England.
This is the one time, and we're by the coast, so it's about.
Like,
10
everyone's always
degrees
complaining.
colder.
They're like, there's a drought and we're dying. And it's like,
We are.
you're a
We
liar.
are still.
Slowly.
Not true. You're a liar, and I will never believe anyone from LA when they tell me anything. Ever
That's why they eat so much avocado. They're trying to moisturize.
Right. So
Avocado.
we are we're in Bryn Shander in the north of Faerun, and some sort of crazy commotion is going on outside. The knight that you're sat with, Savari, pushes up
Abu?
from the table. Yeah. He pushes away from the table. He hefts up his maul on the ground, looks down and says, if you'll excuse me, it sounds like something's happening. And he pretty much runs for the door, like moves very swiftly towards the door with maul and shield.
Are we at the door?
Yeah, you guys are literally
Can we
walking
just,
in.
like, turn the fuck around and immediately...
Yeah.
Let's go check this out.
Yeah.
Boulder!
Look at
The,
Boulder and be like, are we?
Yep.
Are we?
Yep.
Next time, boys.
Come on,
That's
let's
on
go.
me.
the ruffians are just drinking.
Show them what the fucking God Squad can do.
This is
I'm
a
just gonna
perfect situation for them. They're
Finish
just
the
out.
brandy.
As Savari's man friend tries to get past, can I just like block him?
Yeah. What are you doing? As you step in front of him, he looks down at you.
No, not like obviously blocking. Like I'm turning around and I'm in his way, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's heading for the door, and you guys are in the doorway, so you could just not go back out.
I just
Yeah,
want to
I'll
open
turn
the
my
door
back
and
to
look
him.
through.
So.
Yeah, he looks down and says, "Excuse me."
Hold on. Important city business.
Sorry, sorry, we're busy. You may want to go sit down.
I could say the same to you, citizen, please, if you don't
I
mind.
am not a citizen. I'm much more than that, fancy pants.
He is.
Uh-oh.
Rolling.
He says, "Please, if you don't mind, people are in need."
And we are going to help.
Then
Come on, Gideon. And
Move.
I'm going to start walking forward.
Hold
on.
Let
Let the professionals handle it.
Gideon.
Hmm.
Listen here, laddie.
Yeah.
You don't tell Gamal Xerxes to move. Me and Gideon here, we're going to be taking care of this. Now, if you want to help, you may as well stay in the door.
At this point, like, is Savari at the door yet? Because I've been heading there.
I imagine him like Charlie Brown punting you. Like that's just.
no, he just nods at you and says, "Yes, of course."
Right, Gideon, come on.
Hmm.
Baldur!
Yep.
Again,
What about me, guys?
let the professionals handle it. Svari!
Yo.
Wait, hasn't Sav already had a couple of drinks?
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
fine. Shut up. You don't know me.
you know my name, not my story.
Judge me like why? Why?
As I go walk past the knight, I just want to give him a little pat on the butt,
Mm.
wink at him, and just walk
He,
out.
as you walk
Do I
past,
see that?
he says, "Be careful, my lady."
No, you be careful.
Do I see Savari do that?
I presume you weren't trying to hide it, Savari.
God, no.
So
I
yeah,
told you
you
she wanted to touch him, Gideon.
I mean, we all agreed it was going to happen.
Okay. All right, gentlemen.
Oh, hey, Savari,
Oh.
yeah.
You're there.
Oh, look, screaming and pandemonium.
Yeah.
If only we would go investigate.
I was just thinking that.
People are running up the street. However, there are people running from all around you. As you guys actually move out of the way, and Sir Beric sticks with you, he essentially at this point joins the party. You get a little
he does.
thing
fuck
that
no.
comes up in the corner that says Sir Beric has joined the party.
Party converted to raid.
Did a
New achievement,
remember
making
that
friends.
pop up?
Full party.
And
Looking for group.
he's like looking around as you're all looking around, and there's another one of these kind of explosions, kind of like landing things as from the first one you guys would have heard coming from somewhere near the bottom, the southwest gate where you entered. There's another one that sounds like it's more south from where you are, as another scream. There's like a splintering of wood and stone as something hard hits something and breaks something. Again, you hear this voice boom out, "Surrender, Artus, climber, or die." And it booms across the town. And
Is that a name we know?
Why is that name so familiar?
give me history checks.
All right.
I feel like I've heard that name.
Hi.
Yo, what?
Oh shit!
Hey, can I have advantage on that? You know, I'm a well-read fellow. 3 nat 20s in a row.
You don't have any idea who it is. They're just saying things you don't understand. Same for Boulder. You might have heard it, but you're in probably the same position as you were before that.
I have a couple drinks.
Camille and Savari, you've heard.
It's that smart brandy.
Smart brandy.
You've heard of the story of Artus. Oh my god, I can't seem to copy and paste on this thing. Kimber, who he is a person who was essentially the carrier. He is the person who has. Actually, this is gonna be difficult to explain to you because you don't know what the Ring of Winter is. This is nice because Gideon is the only one who has information. Actually, no.
That's how I know his name then.
Yeah, you know what the Ring of Winter is.
All right. Okay. Okay. Fucking knew I recognized it.
Well, you've read it, or whatever. You just know.
No, because you told me. You told me. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, so this is a person who he was a bard, so that's how Savari knows who Artus is, who essentially saved the world from orcs and got.
Oh, just like me.
And he's also the person in the world that knows about where the legendary Ring of Winter is. No one knows where it is, apart from this kind of legendary person known as Artus, who knows where the Ring of Winter is. So, what you learn from this information and what you're able to work out from this information is that this legendary person is somewhere in Bryn Shander, or at least whoever is shouting is trying to find them, believes them to be in Bryn Shander, and also possibly this ridiculously powerful artifact known as the Ring of Winter. And Artus is the name that you hear.
Can we I mean, I want to look to Sir Beric and be like, you heard of this guy?
Artus. No. You know who it is?
I don't.
I'm relaying the information. He's a bard, like me.
From a tale from a long time ago.
Yeah, all that
Saves
as
the
well.
world And also knows where the Ring of Winter is.
Yep. Yes.
Can I?
Cozy note the wink.
Sounds like a
Can I
child's
investigate
story.
check, what is happening around? Do we see any falling boulders from the sky again?
We being sieged or?
Realistically, there's no real check because there's you have 100% of the information of what's going on and what you can see and stuff like that.
Okay, so we can't see.
So there's a lot
But
of.
there's nothing in the sky. There's another floating castle.
Oh yeah, no, there's nothing above you looking up. There isn't
right.
a castle dropping rocks down.
That's basically what I was asking. Yeah.
No, but there's a lot of commotion coming from the south of town. People starting to run. Although there are also people there's screams and terror coming from all around you, seemingly. The knight looks to each of you and says, "Where should we go?"
God, I was
That
hoping
way.
you would know.
Uh,
Yep. All right.
Camille and I know.
That way, with no sense of direction.
Pointing down
Camera.
down, I guess, where we came from, because that's where people are running from, correct?
Down south.
Yeah, and he looks down to Camille and says, "Why not lead the way?"
Yeah, Camille.
Yeah. I mean, normally we have Boulder do it, but you'll get used to it. Don't worry.
Right. And I brandish the axe. Let's go then.
And you guys start heading south of town.
Yeah.
Moving down the south, you do see maybe halfway up this road, you see that person who you met at the beginning, Orgrek, though she looks a lot less kind of just like ditzy and happy, and she's like quickly moving people and directing people away from town. As you approach, she waves at what at first would seem like you, but then as you get closer, she's clearly waving at Sir Barrack, and she says, "Oh, Sir Barrack, you've came. Oh, thank God. There's a bloody frost giant and a bunch of horrible, great big wolves and stuff. And I think they're all around." Sir Barrack kind of looks around at each of the group and says, "A frost giant here." And everyone is screaming and running away from you. She says, "Yeah, front gate. I'll come with you." And Orgrek Brighthelm joins the party.
Sorry, ma'am. The party's full. Can only fit 5. Thanks. By the way, Cronus, your mic is super low. I don't know why.
So she falls in line with you, and Sir Barrack starts to move southwards, looking across each of you. "Shall we go?"
Aye.
Suppose.
Yeah.
A frost giant
Frost
is
giant.
no joke.
Haven't killed a frost giant yet, have we?
Is this better?
Yeah, that's better. That's way better.
I wonder how strong he is.
Probably
Can't
not
say
stronger
I've
than you.
killed a frost giant either. He moving down the road, he looks to each of you. Let me see what he can work out from each of you. He seems to be sizing you up in terms of how strong you look, because now he's got these people with him who might just straight up die.
Yeah.
And as you start to move a lot closer to that front gate, the gates are down. There is a mass of a few guards who are standing around, but towering above the gate and just looking down and in over the gates and the walls, there is a frost giant. And also, give me perception checks as you get this close to the.
Wow.
Man, we have
the contrast there of the 3 nat 20s and then the 2 nat 1s.
What is up with that? Why is it just?
Power.
I swear this show is just nat 20s and nat 1s.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is, dude.
Like, it's like every week I'm like, what? How did they do that? They've pulled
This is
they either
dumb
pulled the
luck.
impossible or just
The
die.
campaign.
Camille, you also, as you like, maybe I guess as you pass a certain point in this town, looking down some of the alleyways and stuff like that, you also notice that there are at least 2 other frost giants here, though they're at the far west and the far east, or what would be whatever, your left and right. As you approach the south, there's 2 other frost giants here, and they've got like boulders above their heads, and they're kind of just holding them in place, but they're looking towards the south gate where there's another frost giant
Dragon
down here.
balls above their head.
I just pictured that. He's got Boulder action figures.
So
Favorite.
these frost giants are they're kind of like very light blue skinned, kind of cold looking, as their name would suggest. They have like white long beards. They've got these kind of rough made it looks leathery, but it's probably a lot tougher and thicker than just your basic leather armor would be. It's kind of, and it looks like it's made from various scraps, points and pieces of metal and things attached to them. One of them has a large Viking-looking helmet type thing with these enormous tusks that can only have come from a huge.
Does he look like
mammoth or something.
the leader of them, or?
No, at the front gate, however, there's a frost giant who looks. Give me nature checks.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Killing
It's
it.
just the nat
We
1s, man.
are so smart. We got this on.
He looks a little different to the others. Just as big, same sort of like blue skin tone, same kind of like rough looking, patchy armor work and stuff like that. Though he's got like much longer hair that comes down, like it kind of raises up and comes down behind him. And he has no beard at all. He's just got these harsh, stone-like looking features, fairly small eyes, and a large kind of mouth. And this is the one that shouts out again.
Before he shouts out, I'm just going to tell the group, right, we got some to the west, some to the east. And obviously to the south.
We don't split up, do we?
No.
I would not dare split up with these guys.
We're a little outnumbered.
We'll take them down one by one then.
Oh god.
Although we could send Fancy Pants to the one on the east.
Or
I can take out one of these by myself.
You are big enough.
we could
Sure
just
got the breeches for it.
talk
He doesn't
to
look
them real quick, like just to say hi to the giants, maybe before we
No.
fight them.
No, they're dead.
Sure. So the giant at the south gate. I guess you get close enough now that, and most of the people have evacuated the immediate area, apart from a handful of guards. You do also see guards on top of the walls, especially at the areas where the giants are holding the rocks, but they're holding them in place, almost as if they're waiting for an order, as opposed to just kind of like, blah, blah. There are plenty of guards around, but again, guards are not, you guys or Sir Barrick Nylev the Great. Sir Barrick, as you're walking down, says, well, it's lucky we have other knights in town. I'm sure they can take care of some of the others.
Other knights or other guards?
Where are the knights? Where are the other knights?
Well, supposedly Jail the Hammer is here.
Did I hear that?
100%. He's speaking to you as you're walking down the road towards this great big...
Do you know whereabouts? By chance?
Nope. They've been heralding his coming.
Heralding?
Supposedly he arrived yesterday.
Oh. Interesting.
That's not another Fancy Pants, is it?
Oh, yeah. Are you and Jail friends?
Oh, I've never met the man.
Oh, okay.
But he's a hero of...
Fancy
Where are you from? Where's Gideon from?
I'd say like pretty much south of Waterdeep.
He's a hero south of Waterdeep.
I don't doubt it.
Most have heard of his name.
Yeah, once or twice. Just differing stories. Anyways.
I'm sure he could take on 2 of these things.
Oh.
So that's 2 down.
Well, then we have the one.
Well, let's hope they don't hurt him too bad.
Behind you, there's the sheriff's deputy, Orgrek, with the fuzzy hair, but she's beautiful.
Yeah.
And she's kind of walking behind you, and she sort of slows down a little bit and says, what are you doing? Are you going to fight it or what?
Yeah. You might want to stay back.
Really
get all
not
civilians.
going to talk to it first.
Get all the civilians back to safety.
Oh, shit.
Just in case.
But we will talk to it.
Thank you.
With my axe.
No.
Whoa, they are throwing these rocks in.
They've already thrown them.
They started it. That's what I say.
I like you now.
Sure.
Okay, but they could
Hold
stop
on,
throwing
hold
the
on.
rocks.
Sir Barrick's kind of shaking his head, though.
Hold on.
It might make it worse, do you not think?
If we fight
Hold
them?
on a minute.
Well, if we just run in and attack their leader.
Camille.
Fancy Pants, please. Gideon, does this work inside of your whole thingamajig? Where innocents...
Listen,
if
I
they're
just didn't want to
unarmed-
kill somebody unarmed. They've attacked
They've
first.
got arms.
They're dead.
Right.
You told me not to be
Well,
a goody
that's all I
two
need.
shoes. Do you really want me to start being one?
This is the most amount of talking I've ever heard.
Well, we're walking down to the gate.
Gideon speaks giant, right?
I do.
Like we've heard him speak to the other giant. Gideon, can you just like maybe yell to them? Maybe see if we can help them, because like that's a big guy and his friends. And I just,
Mari, are you scared?
No, God, no. I just I'm.
I wanna insight
in a
check that.
tavern, drink more brandy.
Are you scared, Savari?
She just wants to sit and drink, to be honest.
So, I mean, because basically, if it's a no, then you don't need to roll a deception.
No, she just wants to drink.
Then I guess it would probably appear that she's just telling the truth.
How close are we to the gate?
You're pretty close, but as you get right up on top of it, again, the the deputy's kind of hanging back, but she's not running away or anything like that. So Barrack's kind of just watching you, but sticking with you. And from an alleyway, stepping out, a third person appears. This is fairly tall, fairly muscularish looking, ever so slightly aging gentleman. Looks exactly like Sam Jackson. Won't sound like it. And he steps out and looks. His eyes open a little wider, a little as he sees your group, but probably more likely because he sees Sir Barrack or Ulrich behind you, and he says, right, here we go. Frost Giants, what are we going to do?
Who are you?
Yeah, who the fuck are you?
Well, who are you?
We asked first.
Well, I'm the sheriff.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
Name's Markham.
Hi.
I'm going to
Adventurers, are
shift
you?
to the end of the line, of as far away from him as possible.
Gideon. Gideon? Gideon?
And walk forward to the giant. Not like I'm gonna let them keep talking. I'm just gonna step forward away from him.
Behind you, Ulrich says, "Yeah, I found these. They're gonna help us. Though they said they're gonna attack it." And Sir Barrack says, "Markham, I would suggest not attacking it." And Markham looks across each of you and says, don't know what to do. What do you reckon? Doesn't look like we got long."
I say we talk to it first. Ask it what it wants. Obviously, they're looking for the bard. He's not here. Maybe they wanted a performance. I am happy to do a performance if need be. Obviously,
Yeah, giants are historically known for wanting to be soothed with music versus getting.
When you
Do
play
we
this
need a
good,
bard?
Walter, when you
Maybe
play
we
this
should
good-
send the bard back to the inn where she'll be safer.
That's not a bad idea, but
Okay,
honestly.
look.
Hold on. Savari, if you wish to talk to him, why don't you step out? We'll stay here. And if anything
but Gideon
we'll
speaks giant, and I feel like if Gideon
You're the one that
spoke
wants
in
to
their
talk to him,
native
not
tongue,
Gideon.
it would be more
You speak
respectful.
giant? Which one of you is Gideon?
The little one.
I just raised my hand without looking at him.
You
Little
speak
tiny
giant. Perhaps you could go and ask them at least why they're here.
Yeah. All right. Fuck it.
And you guys approach now the front gate. Again, it's just so the gate I think is about 30 feet high, and above it there is a face which kind of looms over it, looking down upon you. Behind the gate, you do see prowling behind the giant is a winter wolf, which is just a very large white wolf that's moving around. Appears to be with them. By large, I mean like bigger than a dire wolf. Large. It's almost like a giant wolf in of itself. Prowling around, kind of moving up and down. It's as it breathes out. Its out breath doesn't just look like cold air. It looks actually like frost. As its piercing blue eyes just look at each of you, sniffing and prowling. The giant looks down at each of you as you approach. And Gideon, what do you want to do as the group?
In
stood here.
giant. Hello, friend.
I'm not your friend.
No. What do you seek?
We seek Artus Kimber.
Yeah. Never seen him.
To be here.
Just shaking my head. Not here.
Give me a persuasion check.
Fuck.
In fact, you don't know it.
I
so
don't
give me a
fucking know.
perception check.
Okay. I have no fucking clue.
Freaking nailed it.
What? We're so...
and they turn around and go home.
And you leave. He's all right. All right. Want to get beers instead then? Okay.
In Giant, they shout down, but the ring is here.
Which one?
The Ring of Winter.
Oh. Nope. Just again, no.
Deception check.
Another deception check. Come on, Nat 20. Come on.
Brett,
God.
All
Oh,
right.
Jesus.
It's close enough, right? We're 7 off. That's close.
It's just about enough, yeah. The Giant kind of takes a moment, looking down at you, and says, then we have been deceived.
It would appear. Will you?
This makes me angry.
Don't take it out on us.
The Giant pulls out a horn, and it's huge, probably made from something like a mammoth's tusk, similar to the ones that you've seen on the one of the other giants, and blows the horn, which echoes out across the town. It's so loud that you probably have to grip your hands to your ears because you're so close to this thing. Behind you, Orgric just outright screams. I'm going to give... Yeah, so Barak even holds his hands to his ears as this horn blows out, and there's suddenly a commotion and a kind of rumbling again, similar to what you felt and heard, as you see the two, which you can just about make out at either side, to your left and to your right. They actually like lower the rocks and just, and then, but then in the distance you also hear a few more times, as if there are even more of these giants around the outer walls. And
talking was a good idea.
the giant puts a hand down towards the wolf, who sits, and tail starts wagging. The giant looks down into the town again over the top of this thing and says, I am not happy.
In Giant, or can we all hear that?
In Giant.
What does he say? What does he say?
Perhaps another city, or what? I can keep my eye out for you.
The giant, so this giant's face looks like someone's carved it out of a boulder, and not in a nice Mount Rushmore way. It's just like and it has very small eyes looking down at you, but you see them look over towards Savari, as when she was speaking to you. And the giant says, "This one, send her out to me, and we shall leave."
What? Why? What is he saying?
Nothing at all. Not gonna happen.
There's another growl as the eyes look down at you. You two, then. If you will keep calling me a he.
I didn't call him a he.
He just is right there.
Hold on. I'm just gonna put my hand up, and I'm gonna walk back to the group and Sir Barrick. Listen, dire news. He's asking for you and Jail Blackwood specifically.
What?
To leave with him.
Sir Barrick just looks at you and says, well, it seems you've done a very good job at convincing them whatever it is.
Yeah.
Why?
Bear can't leave, so...
They just
Tell
want to
him
talk.
no.
Honestly, he'd probably just go for Jail Blackwood. If you know where he is.
Markham's looking at you and says, I can go and get him, I suppose. Not sure where he is.
Okay. Yeah, probably ASAP. One sec.
Wait, Gideon.
He nods at Orgric and says, come then, Orgric. We must scour the town. and he says, "Stay here, please. Keep doing whatever you're doing.
Yep. I'll try. No
Keep them
guarantees.
at bay." And then him and Orgric just set off up
Okay.
the road. He says something to her, and they split as they start searching the town on
Okay.
2 absolutely excellent rolls.
In that
That's
time, I'm just gonna
sarcasm,
tell
American.
him really quick that because that voice fucking hurts my throat. Just that they cannot come, but we have another that will be suitable.
You said it to the giant.
Yeah, in giant.
No, you and this one.
Fuck.
You
What
dishonor
are
me.
they saying?
Me?
Hmm. You think I do not speak common?
Is that
Okay, well that
implying
makes it a
common
lot
or-
easier. So, we have another. He will be perfectly fine. I did not mean to dishonor you. I did not call you he.
Yes, you did.
You're right.
So did this one.
What?
We
What?
offer our humblest apologies. What is your
Ma'am?
name?
Ma'am?
So we may properly
the
honor
giant
you.
brings up an enormous fist and just smacks it into the side of the gate. There's a
Oh,
huge
fuck.
crack crumbling. It doesn't like destroy the gate or anything. It just hits it like it's been hit by some sort of demolition ball.
We are so sorry,
But
ma'am.
it doesn't completely explode the gate or anything, but it breaks and cracks. A few bricks fall loose. And she says, "Now, or we break this city down."
I will
Whoa,
go.
whoa, hold on a minute.
I will go.
It's a
This
she.
is in giant still.
Okay. I'll just say back in giant that I will go instead.
Hmm. And this one.
Not her.
You do not have a choice, little one.
Gideon, what
I'll
what
straight the
is
fuck up,
happening?
kill a bitch. Is he pointing to Savari the whole time?
She, dude.
She is, yeah.
She, sorry.
Keep misgendering her. Keep.
What?
Go on.
Why is it? Why am I being pointed at? What is happening, Gideon? What is happening?
Maybe he likes your hair.
What I mean?
It's a
what-
she!
God.
Stop saying he!
Oh my god.
Why? What?
Just
It?
don't say what
Why is this ma'am
why
pointing to me, Gideon?
why do you need us?
There's constant growls.
Yeah.
Would you like it if I called you a little girl?
That size I wouldn't care.
Uh,
Is that in giant, or is that in common?
in giant.
Damn it.
Dang it.
And she says, all my life, you small folk
Oh fuck.
have called me a he, and I have stood back, for the storm giants have kept us at bay. But now, and then in common, now it's time for us, the frost giants, to rule. Come now, you,
Gideon.
pointing at you, Gideon, you, Savari, and now you, at Gamil. Me?
What do you want with us, ma'am?
What will happen?
You belong to me.
Oh, that's
Wait.
alternate plan. What if we help you find this bard? I mean, I'm a bard. I might be able to help you find another bard. I mean, we got that whole bard network going on. You know, it's like a secret thing. I'm probably not allowed
Oh,
to
bard
talk about
book.
it.
It's it's
ChristianBardsMingle.com.
You know, it's great.
Sir Barrack is looking at you, Gideon.
Mm.
What happened? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. We
What do
called
they mean the frost giants are going to rule? Why do they want to take you?
because we called her a he.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah.
She's going to kill us all because you misgendered her.
At least he didn't touch her.
oh, that's next time. That's don't you worry.
I'm
Well,
gonna walk
what are
out
we
then.
going to
I'm just
do?
gonna walk out to the giant.
But can I like just grab his shoulder?
I mean, the gate is closed. You'd need to.
ma'am,
Oh, okay.
ma'am, can I just say, You look great. And my apologies. I am horribly, horribly embarrassed for thinking that you were a he. And now that I can see better, my eyesight is terrible. Clearly you are 100% woman. Just wanted to know, like, if there's anything we could do for you instead of going with you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Shit. Okay. Yes!
She looks down and says, very persuasive you are. Very useful you will be to my campaign.
Okay. What is that campaign that you're mentioning there? What is that? Do you want to let me know so I can help you out? Now that we're friends.
I'm going to give you 20 minutes. And then she steps back and steps away from the gate.
I was gonna ask if I could pet her dog. Okay. 20 minutes. What happens after 20 minutes, ma'am?
We die.
She's away. She's just not listening to you. She's turned around. She's dealing with the wolf.
Okay.
Okay. Listen, we gotta go with her.
We have 20 minutes to
We
get
have
out of the
to.
city.
We have to go with her. If we leave the city, she's gonna rampage through the city and kill everybody.
But we would be, and I kind of look over at Barrick and be like, "You're right. Barrick, you should come with us." Just
I
Quick,
don't know
call
how
her
I
a
feel.
he.
I don't know how I feel about this.
aren't you my bodyguard now, Barrick?
Cronus, your mic again.
Give me a persuasion check.
Fuck.
We are so
He says, well, no, but I do not want to see you enslaved to a frost giant.
Yeah, right?
Oh, are you gonna kill her?
Shh.
Then we gotta go. Listen, and I'll we can
But I want
We
to
can
stay
escape.
and drink brandy.
we can escape in the mountain crags at any time.
Gideon,
Mm.
what did she say? I still have no clue.
She
Why?
wants
I
the
have
Ring
to
of
go with-
Winter. I convinced her that the ring wasn't here and that this Arctis Kimber, whatever his name is, isn't here. But she wants to take us as recompense. If we go, she will leave the city alone. It's the right thing
Will
to do.
she? Will she leave the city alone?
Yeah.
We never asked her that.
I have an idea.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Hey!
No, it was to Gideon.
Hmm.
You're fine.
Why don't we get some civilians? There are a fair few dwarves around here, so I'm fine. I can get a duplicate of me.
Oh, God.
Change
No.
clothes
No.
and give them.
No.
Why not?
What gnome can you find in this city that carries an anchor?
I mean,
Well,
I could
looks
find
that
a doll.
dumb, am I right? Sorry.
Did you negotiate with a frost giant and deceive them? Just
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. I want to run in fighting.
I-
And I suggested that you talk to them?
Yeah.
all right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Did-
no, that's
do you,
fine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We
this
have
is
to
great.
go with her. It's the right thing to do.
Can I run to the market and get food?
No.
Damn it. I'm so scared.
The town is still in chaos.
I'm
around.
going to motion for one of the guards to open the gate, and I'm going to walk out if they open the gate.
Wait, Gideon.
The guard looks back at you and says, what you want us to open the gate?
Yeah.
Are you mad? Look at that fucking dog.
I mean, that's a puppy. That's fine.
That is not- that
Sir
is
Barrack
not
looks
a
at you and
puppy.
says, are you sure?
What do you think,
Is he a
Barrett?
paladin? Can I tell he's a paladin, or is he just a
Give me
knight?
an insight check. No, he looks more like he's a knight. Looks pretty
Okay.
tough though. Regardless.
Do you have any sense of honor?
Well, what do you want?
We
me to
You
do?
we have to go.
come with me. You can come
Perhaps
too.
you-
I
though.
don't care if you come. She wants us. We have to go, or they slaughter the whole town. So I'm going.
He nods at the guard, and the guard then turns around and walks over to the gate. You lot are mad. And
They don't have to come.
But
they start to
Gideon,
wind the gate.
Oh, shit.
Gideon, my blacksmith tools.
Another day, friend. Another
No,
day.
I need them now.
Another day.
I'm not going with that thing.
Okay, hold on.
Barrick
I'm
is not coming with us, right?
Who?
Barrick is not coming with us.
I mean, he hasn't
Is it
given
Boulder?
you any answer or anything yet.
You weren't asked for. You don't have to come. You can stay.
Nah, Boulder, you're fucking coming with us.
Well,
No, why would you go? We mustn't. You three were the ones asked for. We send you, and then, he looks at Boulder, we come and get you when they've got rid of these reinforcements.
it's not a terrible plan. We're going to escape.
But
Well,
I just
But-
hope they don't
Cause
eat
of
you on the
escaping,
way.
but handsome face
fair.
and skill, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm not exactly the kind of escaping type. I'm a little, how do you say it? Not a small person.
Well, compared to those, you are.
Okay,
A valid point.
you two follow behind and see where they lead us.
Well, my fear is that you're a snack for the road.
I'm just gonna heft the anchor. No, not today.
You think they're going to let you keep your stuff?
Oh
What are
my
they gonna do
God.
with an anchor?
Not let you
they're
have it.
gonna. Well,
This is how we die. This is how
How
we die.
intelligent are they?
Zavari.
How clever are frost giants?
Relatively. I think.
Davari, breathe.
I just want to drink brandy.
Well, maybe they have brandy.
I
They're
don't
not
think
gonna
they're
have
going to be
brandy.
giving us brandy.
Can I? Is Markham still here or no?
No, they ran off trying to find
Oh wait,
jail.
wasn't
Hammer.
Markham the one that died in Nightstone?
No, but Markham is who you're supposed to deliver the message to.
Oh, okay. I guess I wrote it down
I
right.
think it was his mother.
It was Samil, I think.
Yeah, I wrote it down that we have to talk to Samil about Markham's death. I got
That's the
got
other one.
immediately suspicious. Like, what's going on?
He
Boulder,
back.
what do you think?
He's a
This is
zombie.
Markham Southwell, and that was Samil Southwell.
Okay,
So I think it's his sister. Yeah.
Boulder.
Well, if we're not going to fighting, I don't want to be taken prisoner.
God, I
Does not sound
swear to
fun.
God, I'm so done with giants.
I just don't
Alright.
see what being taken is going to solve.
What's gonna save the city?
And then you're dead. Then what?
Exactly.
The
I
gate
like
is
Boulder.
open.
Shit.
I can't stop you.
Huh?
So we're going. We
I'm
have
gonna
to go.
I'm just gonna walk. I'll just nod
You're
at
just
him,
getting
and
out.
hopefully you know what to do.
All right. Sorry, turns to Barrett. She just rubs her hand across his face, just gently. Come find me, you handsome son of a bitch, and then just gives him a little slap, but like not a hard one, just like a light one, and then
Yeah.
turns around.
He, well,
Perfect.
before you do, he leans in and says, well, at least it sounds like they're not going to eat you. So we'll be able to find you, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Just heading out.
Good luck.
God, you're handsome. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
He doesn't look like he's happy with this decision, really, but
I don't think any of us do.
you head out. Gamil,
Of course not. The
what are you
love
doing?
of his life.
I
is
wanted to fight
ignoring.
everything. I just wanted to mention I wanted to fight everything.
I agree with that one.
We're
Oh,
never going
God.
to know if I can launch you off my shield and have you decapitate a frost giant.
With flames coming out my axe.
One day, my friend.
Oh,
One day.
if only that day was
Flames?
today.
Fuck that, man. We missed the blacksmith. There goes 15 fucking gold. I'm coming to collect.
I've got a reason to live.
Guess we just walk out.
I've got a reason. To...
Gamil's is gonna look up to the sky, and Brad, this is to you.
Fucking whatever divine intervention this is. It's not fucking funny.
Roll me a religion check.
Anything to keep Gamil away from his blacksmith tool.
Okay, the gods have heard your message.
The gods
Oh,
say,
damn.
"Fuck you."
Uh-oh.
All right, so you're all going through the gate.
Yeah, I'm walking through.
Except for, is Boulder staying?
I'm staying.
Boulder staying. Yeah, so Boulder, Sir Barrack stand side by side watching you head through the gate. As soon as you're through the gate, Barrack raises his maul towards the guards, who start to lower the gate very swiftly back, ching, 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 as you guys head through this gate. Ahead of you, there's just this very, very large winter wolf. Stood next to it is this frost giant woman, she, as you walk through and the gate starts to be lowered, she raises that horn again and just blows on it twice. One short, sharp blow, and then one very loud one, long one, which again, extremely loud, echoes across the town. Everybody grips their ears. The gate briefly stops lowering because the guards have to grab their ears.
Great.
And you see the other frost giants begin to move away from the walls and head back towards the front. Sir Barrack leans into Boulder and says, "Well then, what's the plan? Can you track?"
I'm sure we can find someone who can.
He's Inspector Boulder.
If they don't call me Inspector Boulder.
He looks out the gate again as it's lowering and says, "I feel like they won't be too difficult to track, but I don't know how far back we should stay."
Well, how far do you think those wolves can sense us, or hear us, or smell us?
Well, it's a mighty large dog, which means a mighty large nose.
Do you have any other friends who might want to help us?
I practically know no one in town, though we could see if that other knight, the hero Jail,
That sounds like a plan.
maybe
You said he could
Markham.
take it on two by himself.
Yeah. The knight nods at you and he looks around, looks back up the road. Let's hope they hurry up. Back outside, the frost giant leans down a little closer to where you guys are, looking down at each of you a little closer, and she says, "Axes, anchor, you, some sort of caster."
Oh no, just a humble lute player, and I could just play her a couple little like.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Is this as if she's asking for our weapons, or?
She's just like,
Oh, okay,
basically
studying us? Okay.
checking you guys out, yeah.
Gideon, if I have to hand over my axe, you're gonna be...
She looks at you each and says, "All of your weapons, put them on the ground." Two other frost giants have now rounded the corner and they stand over behind you. They look up. In Giantish, they all start to speak. So, Gideon, you understand this. The first one to come over is the one with the big kind of Viking-looking hat on.
Yeah.
And he says, "We are not attack, Drufi." And she says, "No, it is not here. We must retreat. Though, we do have some toys to play with."
Cool.
They look down at the group there, and she says, "That one, keep her. The other two, the rest of you can do with what you like." Two more frost giants come around the corner. They kind of look in, and each of them starts to discuss everything. You do work out that this woman that seems to be leading them is called Drufi, which is spelled this way. You probably wouldn't understand the spelling. So you're
Dr. Iffy?
Dr. Oofy. Nickelodeon's Dr. Oofy and her small folk slaves that she's found because they misgendered her.
And their dog, Blue.
It's Clifford.
Nickelodeon teaches gender rights.
And yeah.
Tumblr, the show.
Tumblr, the show. This is the frost giants are the Tumblr SJWs of Faerun, apparently.
Yeah, they are so triggered right now.
And so the giants come up behind you. They're starting to gather. Do you remove all of your weapons there?
Yeah, I keep the anchor just kind of on my shoulder with an innocent look on my face.
What else do you have on you?
16 daggers, one longsword, and a scimitar.
I feel like it'd be pretty hard to hide the longsword.
Okay, so I just start longsword, kind of like you know the movie scenes where they're like opening their jacket and they're like pulling out a shotgun and
there's like a nice like bass beat like like you're
it's
just
like
taking 'em
Matrix
out.
style. Yeah, so I get rid of 8 daggers, and I keep another 8 somewhere hidden, and I just keep the anchor with an innocent look, as if it's
All
not
right,
a
give
weapon.
me a stealth or a sleight of hand check to try and keep the
Oh,
daggers.
it's like to eat the anchor. Yeah, you're gonna hide that.
They're both
Okay.
a -1. Which one do I go? Oh, let's go for a sleight of hand. Oh, that's what I'm fucking talking about, boys. Look at that big girthy 8.
With a 9, actually no, it's probably more than a 9. Let's see what she's got. Oh, I might not actually. Hold on, you might be lucky.
If they're dumb, yeah.
It's a
You
9.
might be lucky with
Uh,
like our,
I
our
thought-
slogan.
I thought she might have a -1 to whiz, but she doesn't.
Hmm.
Oh no, she actually has a +3 to perception.
Oh,
So,
lovely.
Oh,
so with a 12, she sees all of the other daggers underneath your coat and says, "All of them."
Oh man.
I was getting to them. It's cold.
Uh,
the
Put
base
down
beat
the
comes
other
back
8.
and you're putting out the more daggers.
I'm pretty sure my short sword's on my side. And I just be like, is it okay if I just hold on to this? I don't know how to use it at
No.
all. But
Yeah, she's just no. She keeps shaking her head and she's looking at Gideon unloading. How many
yes,
daggers?
ma'am.
16 daggers total.
16 daggers.
Sorry, let me. I'll read it off here. 16 daggers, a scimitar, a longsword, 5 javelins, and that's it.
Overcompensating a bit, aren't you?
That's the name of your metal band. 16 daggers.
16 daggers and a longsword.
All right. So,
So
I
I
mean,
toss my short sword on the ground. I still have a dagger somewhere. It's like hidden pretty well. Can I get
let's
away
see how
with that?
well it's hidden. Give me a stealth or a sleight of hand check.
Oh man, she's gonna fucking succeed at this. No worries.
It's not hidden enough from this crit 20. As he says, "A glint of iron, you, the innocent little bard."
Oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I don't fight at all. I don't even like what end is up, right? Okay. All right.
So it's a short sword and just a single dagger that you throw on the
That's
ground.
all I have.
Another 2 giants round the corner. You're starting to get surrounded by these very Viking-esque looking blue-skinned giants
Okay,
looking
friends.
down at you. Gamil, what do you do in this situation?
I
That
don't want
face
to give
tells
up
all.
anything.
I'm gonna give me a very knowing look, like a
Put your
nod.
ass down. Put it down.
It's not that easy.
It's great. Just put it down. In the
Can I
snow.
ask who's in charge?
Do you see how big that dog is?
You giants. I will put down all my other weapons, but my axe stays on my back purely because it is an heirloom.
Oh God! All right, Gideon, this is how we die.
Sounds
It
like
means-
it's worth more.
It means great things
Yo,
to me in the name of my family.
Only to him though. Really, it doesn't matter to like honestly, guys. It's so dull. Like it can't cut anything. I've seen it. Wow, what a lousy fighter. Honestly.
The giant just stands up to full height and says, "Put the axe on the ground. It's time to leave."
Okay. Great. This is such a good decision.
In total, now there are 12 frost giants stood around you, and a winter wolf.
Puppy.
got
That's
it.
him
No, this
basically
is-
saying the Grim Reaper is looming above you.
All right, I want to revisit Gamil's question of can he do a spin attack? With
You know what I was just about to say? Can the gods just make me like 100 feet tall and let me kick them all away? No.
They probably can,
actually
but
created
will they?
like God of War 2, just fucking.
Hmm.
Scale
Can
them.
they do it? Yeah. Will they do it? Nah. Probably not.
They're just eating their popcorn.
You're not like you're not
popcorn.
exactly the most righteous dwarf who's spent his entire life in devotion to the gods.
And neither have they been kind to me.
What do? You throw anything on the ground?
Well, I mean, I have a
Drop the axe.
javelin, spear, dagger, hand axe, about 20 daggers.
Jesus Christ.
And are they any of them on the ground right now?
Yeah, all of them.
Us small
everything.
guys are walking
Aside from the axe.
armories.
Hang on.
Just
So
like
what is it?
looking at all the piles.
What do you have?
A hand axe,
Hand axe. One
a dagger.
dagger.
Well, no, actually, hold on, let me calculate.
I feel like you got fucking loads of daggers last week. This is all they did last week.
it
They
was
kind
this
of
is
rat.
Starfall.
It was a rat folk. They were all thieves, and they all had loads and loads of daggers on them, which is why
22
they all
daggers.
have like 400 daggers each.
God damn it.
22.
22 daggers.
And then 4 spears.
4 spears.
It's always the short ones. It's always the short
I think you guys have walked through those gates like a fucking walking armory with spears crisscrossing you, daggers under everything. What else?
2 javelins.
Like, I swear you guys are just overcompensating at this point. Like, really.
You never know
Yeah.
when
I
I
need
need
it.
have to throw something.
Are you just...
I don't want to give up Scar's Bane.
You're gonna have to.
This is a family heirloom. Passed down for generations. It's a...
You know what's a family heirloom? My life. I was passed down through generations. That makes sense if you think about it long enough. I'm very scared right now. Leave me alone. Just drop the axe.
That's very poetic until the scared part.
Yeah.
I pray.
Savari doesn't do well under pressure.
I pray that Baldur finds this. I place it down gently.
You put it on the ground, and the leader, Drufi, says, "No, I'm going to pick you up." A huge, great hand comes in, grips at Savari, picks you up fairly carefully, but it's still very rough and scary, and picks you up very swiftly and puts you on the back of the wolf.
Oh,
And says, "Hold on."
okay.
And then the other two, she looks down at you and says, "Keep an eye on them, make them walk," and turns around and starts heading. And just starts walking away. The other giants look down at you two. "Go, stop walking. Any funny moves, you die."
I still have my anchor. I'm just walking.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I said I was holding it innocently as if it wasn't a weapon.
Oh no, she wanted you to remove the anchor. So in that case, she turns around and says, "And drop the anchor."
It's not a weapon, though.
She looks
It's
up.
very
At
attached
the,
to
she
ships.
looks up at the one with the big horns and says, "Goldruff, eat him, the little one.
Okay,
You look hungry."
I dropped the anchor.
Drop the anchor. Goldruff says, "Can I still eat him?" She
No.
says, "You hungry?"
Oh.
No? Well, eat him later. Do what you want with them. For now, keep them alive. We may need them until we're out of reach of this city. And then everyone starts moving. Do you guys stick ahead of them?
No, I don't think there's a possible way we could keep pace with giants.
They're not moving too fast. They're just moving. They're starting to single file move away.
Can we keep behind them? Are any of them looking at us?
The two at the front, the
Yeah.
one that wants to eat you, but isn't hungry, luckily, and
Luckily.
I literally mean luckily because it was a dice roll. And then the other one, which had the beard, they're just looking at you as if they're waiting for you to move ahead. They want you to
Okay.
walk.
And I'm just on a fucking wolf.
We're gonna
You're
walk.
just on the back of a fucking wolf, like gripping
Don't.
on.
I guess we're gonna
Don't.
walk. I wanted to like let the rope unfurl from my arm and like stealthily drag the anchor behind me.
I don't think it's
Can I-
I'll let it.
While I'm on this wolf, which I'm assuming is somewhat friendly to me, let me see something really quick. Can I cast animal friendship on it? Or do we have to be in combat for me to do that?
You can do all that kind of stuff, but it's pretty obvious when you're casting spells. Tell me what
Okay.
it says under V, S, and M, actually. Because if it's just a V, I don't get what it
A
says.
morsel of food.
The actual what's checked, V, S, M.
Oh, all of them. All 3.
All of them, which means you need to do something verbal, which is like "Hoo-da-ga-ba," and S is somatic, which means you also have to kind of move your hands around
Okay.
to cast it. And M is your material component, so you also need something, but you would have that. So essentially, to do a spell, which is all those things, you have to take a morsel of food out, and then go "Hoo-da-ga-ba," and it's fairly obvious.
Okay, so I can't do it
The more of
stealthy.
those
Alright,
checks, the more difficult it is to stealthily cast a spell.
Okay, then I won't. I'll just cut it. Just gently.
Write it down as a note, because it might work one day when you need it to. Behind you, Gamil, the one that wanted to eat Gideon looks down and picks up Scarsbane and just starts carrying it as he's walking along.
I be careful with that.
I do what I want. It's mine now.
Can I roll a stealth check to drag the anchor?
Correct.
Yeah, you can.
Fuck.
The very I may not have my axe, but I can still cut off a head.
I eat you, you not drop anchor.
Letting go of the rope.
All right, and you start walking away. They don't pick up any of the other stuff. They just move past, and everyone starts single file walking down the road. These 12 frost giants, this big winter wolf being led by Drufi, who single file, you all start moving away. Scarsbane in the hand of Goldruff, and the rest of the frost giants start moving away from town. Behind the gate, Sir Barak turns to Boulder after witnessing most of this. You know, you would have seen it going on just outside the gate, and says, I have a feeling your friends are going to be eaten quite soon. I don't know if we have much time.
Where's his love for his new girlfriend?
I don't think you quite understand what I've got written down here for Sir Barak.
He's a complex character.
I guess you could call him complex, sure.
God damn it.
What do you think? Do you think it's worth waiting for jail? If he's the hero you say he is.
Well, if we're going to do battle with them, we'll probably need him. We need a rogue. We need somebody who can slip in and cut their bonds at night, get them out of there before the frost giants know what's happening. That would be my approach, but not something I'm used to doing. He kind of just moves around, and all of the plate armor just grates and chinks and makes metallic noises. Slams his maul down on the ground. Not been much of a sneaky type in my day.
Well, all town's in panic. We can't really ask around either, can we?
I don't know if we have the time.
I don't think we do. Well, there's 2 of us, and from what I counted, 12 frost giants. And I'm strong. I am not that strong, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Sounds like you are.
A little bit. Well, I think our only chance is to find jail. Otherwise, I don't think either of us can cut them loose.
Right, let's do it. And he starts heading into town. Behind you, you move into town. Roll me a flat D20, please, Gideon.
Oh fuck! Get my blacksmith tool. Just a flat D20. And just roll 20.
He's eaten. Aw, dang.
Kobe.
You. Excellent. As you're walking along behind these giants and start moving along, suddenly you just let go of your bowels and you urinate. Completely just can't control it. You just piss your pants. Full bladder, everything that was in there just lets go and steams up in the air. Behind you, Goldoff looks down. This little one piss himself in fear.
Was that in giant or in common?
In common. as he's saying it at Gideon.
What?
The other giants all start laughing in unison behind you. And
I can't help it. I laugh as well. I just why?
Noise.
I can't. He pissed himself. It's funny, right? Right, beautiful giant lady.
the giant next to you is not happy. She, from what you can make out on her impossible to work out face, just looks super pissed off that she did not find the ring.
Oh,
Look at
okay.
Jay, that he thinks I've just done it to him for no reason.
No, there's something. I'm reading something really quick. Why did I just piss myself?
And back in town, we see
I bet I know why.
we see a large, full plate looking gentleman with like a helmet that's open, run into the center of town where the marketplace is. It's mostly like scattered and arrayed. There's a few people like grabbing things and just running, looking like they're stealing shit. And we see Markham kind of like looking at them, but then ignoring it as the sheriff. He wants to deal with it, but he's got more pressing matters. And then this other knight heads into the center and he says, Jail, quickly, the giants, they're leaving, but we may need your help at the front gate. And then this other resplendent looking knight hefts up a huge hammer on his back again, nods, and Markham, Orgric, the woman, and Jail, the hammer, this knight start heading south down the path towards Sir Barrick and Boulder, who are walking up it. Even further through the gate, we see this trail of giants suddenly veer off of the road into the wilderness, onto the plains and the snow. A wolf carrying Savari on the back, and a piss-stained Gideon, as well as Gamil, looking rather a confused piss-stained Gideon, and a confused looking, kind of upset, glancing back at this giant with his axe. Gamil start heading out into the snow, and I think that's a decent place to end this week's session. It's a little shorter than normal, but I will do my best to make up for any random time loss next week.
What the fuck, man?
If you roll me a d20. If you roll over a 10, I'll tell you.
Okay.
No, I'm just going to leave you.
Are you kidding me?
No, you'll just have to work it out.